Hello, Fearless Fam. Oh my God, I know it's been a while, but welcome to another episode where we shed light on topics most like to keep in the dark. This is your host, Chubby, and today's elephant is a level 2. So I asked you all to send us questions on our Instagram, so I gathered them all. And I don't know what they say, what they are. I thought it would be fun that way, just to have a raw answer right there and then when I do read them. As you can tell, I've been very busy with No Filters, No Fears, even though I haven't been posting much. But there's a lot of behind the scenes, a lot of things that I am doing for No Filters, No Fears, a lot of organizations I am working with. If you did see our last episode, we did go volunteer as a group. I want to find more hands on things like that for all of us to work together, for us to I don't know, make a difference together. But I do want to take a second, and today is the 10th, so that means Happy Indigenous Day to everyone. And I am gonna leave it at that. Before we begin our episode, I do want to thank Luna Art Designs. You can find them on Instagram at luna.art_designs for making me my beautiful shirt. As you can tell here, look at it. I am in love with this, in love with how it came out, the texture, the everything about this shirt I am in love with. Obviously an upgrade from the last one. It was more simple, more to the point, but let's paint the city together, as my friend Daniel said before. This is what this means, like just spreading all the information. Obviously, not the misinformation, but all the good information, all the accurate things. Right now, I decided to make this episode a little bit, simple, nothing too hard, nothing too devastating, because I know all the episodes have been level 5s and level 4s, and I just wanted to bring a little peace in this episode. But yes, thank you, Luna Art Designs, for this shirt and this beautiful mug that I can't wait to start using it. You can find all this on nofiltersnofearstudios.com, right there at the bottom, as you can see. Remember that proceeds get donated to organizations. Obviously, if you want more information as to which organizations I donate to, you can always DM me, send me a text or whatever it is, and I will let you know, and receipts, of course, and send you whatever information you guys need. So, and now to read all the questions you guys have. Let's see how interesting this is gonna get. So here we go. How do you feel about No Filters, No Fears now, compared to what, like the beginning, or like in what sense do you mean this? Because right now, how I feel about No Filters is that I have a lot of motivation and a lot of topics to cover, and a lot of guests that clearly you guys have seen have been on the show, have a lot of inputs, and more future guests that I will be bringing in. But overall, I feel that No Filters or Fears is in a place that I wanted it to be personally, without no one else's input on it, just my own raw, like, this is how I want it, posting how I want. So I feel overall, I feel good. I feel good how it's going, and all the amazing things that I am hoping to provide to you all. So I hope that answered your question. If you're watching this, whoever asked. What do you regret the most about working with someone? Oh. Are you referring to my previous co-host, or just in general? Because in general, I don't regret working with someone. Obviously, for example, Vanessa and we were friends. We're still friends. I asked her on purpose. I wanted her to be the co-host, a co-partner, or whatever, be part of this. But I don't regret anything. Things happened the way they needed to happen, and here we are, still going strong, still doing what we need to do. But I don't regret anything about working with anyone, but in general, do I regret certain things? Well, not speaking up about certain things will make me regret working with someone, because obviously you have to be honest with what you want to provide to the table or what you can provide to the table. And if they're not able to accept that, then that's another thing. But yes, that's basically it. I don't regret it. Do you enjoy doing No Filters, No Fears by yourself? Yes, I do enjoy it doing by myself. The reason is because I have creative reign in everything, and I get to do the show like I previously answered to the other question. I get to do it how I want to, when I want to, and there is no pressure of having to uphold to anybody else's standards of like, you should post this time, you should post this how many times. No, I love it, of course. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Would you get another co-host? Well, funny you ask. We tried getting a couple of other people, but this is a trial and error. You're always gonna get a no, millions of no's. Just like the story when I told you, when I asked Vanessa, before her I asked like 6 people and the answer was no, and that is perfectly fine. It's because they weren't able to, it wasn't their time, and I'm okay with that. But yes, will I get another co-host? Do I want another co-host? Maybe, possibility. If you're watching this and if you like the show and if you yourself have a lot of inputs or a lot of topics or a lot of you need a creative outlet, send me an email, send me a message, and we could work together. Let's see. I don't know. I'm open to the idea. Are you where you want to be with No Filters, No Fears? Yes and no. Yes, this is how I wanted it to do it, straight podcast. I like the YouTube video once in a while. It is fine. But am I where I wanted it to be? Of course not. There's always going to be some growth, some more and more and more. But I am very content with how things are going, with everybody's input, with everybody's feedback, with everyone being honest towards anything and just everything. And I'm just happy. So yes, I am where I wanted it to be with No Filters, No Fears. How is No Filters, No Fears now versus what it used to be? Well, I think it is more organized and more thought out and more honest and more raw. I'm not saying we weren't raw and honest, but I feel like these are topics that align more to who I am. Obviously, having a co-host will always be both people, so we have to choose which one we are going to want to do next, to obviously have both inputs into topics. So yeah, it's different. It's more less stressful, I could say. In all honesty, it's less stressful because it's when it's a one person doing everything. You get to do it at your own pace, at your own time, and you know that it's only you, so you have to do it. You have to make sure you get everything done. So it's different, but I'm happy about it. What changes were you okay with making? Everything that you guys seen, everything that I've done, everything that I've shared is everything I was okay with. The website, the emails, the name change, the new logo, outsourcing to other companies, having sponsors, multiple at that. I'm okay with all the changes, all the growth, everything I've been very happy about. Can't complain. What has been the toughest challenge for you? Honestly, having to work with someone and time management. Well, not mine, but theirs. It has to align, and that has been the toughest challenge, to understand that not everybody's gonna work at your own frequency, and at the same time knowing that if it doesn't work, you are able to say, I can't do this, and move on. So yeah, No Filters of You has been through a lot, and well, here we are. What is something you learned about yourself through making No Filters, No Fears? That I have a lot of anxiety of making videos live. As you can tell, live videos, that freaks me out. It's weird. I feel like talking to no one or talking to some people, but it just, I don't know, that just, it's weird to me. If you're making this video right now, I feel like it's weird. You're just talking literally to no one. You could be in your studio or an empty room or wherever you film, and it's literally just no one, you and your thoughts. I'm not afraid of my thoughts. I'm not afraid of that. But I feel like that I learned that I have more anxiety than I thought I did, and that there are a lot of more topics out there that I realized I didn't know much about, and doing the research and actually sharing it with you all has made me more wiser, more knowledgeable, and I feel like the anxiety has progressively gotten down, but I've put myself in a lot of uncomfortableness, and we preach about that all the time, and to me, doing a video is always being uncomfortable and always having to be perfect at everything. So having to make sure I hit every single bullet thing and every this and every that, so I don't forget everything. Even though I've known that about myself, but that is the toughest thing. What are you trying to accomplish with this podcast? To make a change, to make people realize that you are not alone, that you're not an island, that you can't live in your bubble all the time, and that we have to come together to make a difference. I know it sounds cheesy, cliche, but it's true. If we get together to make a change, a very impactful change, it doesn't matter what it is. It could be big or small, doing a beach cleanup, collecting donations for the homeless, women's shelter, even some foster caring and stuff like that. Like, if we just get together, just like we get together for soccer, football, I don't know, sports in general, or for music festivals, the difference we will make as a society together. I'm just trying to accomplish that, trying to get people out of their own little, which is okay to be in your own little mind, in your own little world, but at the same time, you're not alone. And I feel like we live in the society, like right now, you're watching this episode on YouTube or listening to it wherever you listen to it, but are you enjoying your surroundings? Are you taking time to enjoy that, to make a difference, to be kind, to pay it forward? I want people to be mindful of their actions, of what they say and how they act and how they behave. I know we're not perfect and everything, but little things, little baby steps still lead you forward. I always said it, and that is the beautiful thing about it. So that's what I'm trying to accomplish, and to make more donations to more organizations that are helping the world. So yeah. What made you continue with NFNF after Vanessa left? Wow. My motivation to still bring all the topics out there that people don't like to talk about. Hence the beginning of every show. People don't like to talk about a lot of things that are kept in the dark, and it's being swept under the rug, and nobody says anything about it. Nobody does anything about it. Obviously, talking about it and bringing awareness will just be that, and people will know, oh, cool. Like, now they know something different than what they're used to. I'm not trying to damper on the world. I'm just trying to make everyone aware that there's a lot of things going on in this world, and we do need the help. The more people that know it, the better. So that's what made me continue. Just my drive to want to share all the things that I know, all the things that I've seen, and that's it. Simple as that. Nothing more to it, What made you continue with NFN after your 2 months hiatus? Oh, it seems like a follow-up question here. Well, the 2 months hiatus was to actually make No Filters, No Fears what it is right now, with the logo change, with intro, with the video capacity, the video visuals, with more merch, 4 donations, getting all the legal papers going on, because believe it or not, guys, behind the scenes, No Filters No Fears is a legal company, a legal thing, and we were doing all that. My hiatus had nothing to do with me or like having to take a break because I needed it. No Filters No Fears needed it. It needed a revamp. It needed a brand new like life, but same content, same different logo, same content, like same information of wanting to spread awareness. So yeah, that's what made me continue. It wasn't a hiatus of like, let me stop this. So just to clarify, No Filters No Fears was just getting a revamp. That's it. I have a couple of more questions and then I think we could wrap it up. If you could only get one message out there with No Filters No Fears, what would it be? We could end on this note. If you could only get one message out there with No Filters No Fears, what would it be? It would be to love each other, to learn. There's a lot of information, and if you do your research right, you can learn something useful. You can change the world. Learn as much as you can. Drink a lot of water. If you are able to afford therapy, or if there is a way for you to get therapy, please do so. And therapy is not for the broken, and I put this in quotation marks to those who are listening. Therapy is for everybody. Remember to eat healthy, and remember that yes, the world might be very, very dark right now. These couple of years have been very rough for everyone, but to be mindful, to speak with intention, to speak with truth, and to love yourself as much as you can, to be happy with who you are, and to be uncomfortable every single day. Be uncomfortable. Do something that will push you to be better, to have growth, and to keep listening to us. If you do like our content, if you do like what we have to share and provide every single week, or whenever the episode does come out, great. I want your support. I appreciate your support. I just want you to be true to you and love yourself. And that will be it with that question. I want to thank everyone that sat there and wrote in all the questions, and I hope I got to all of them. I did skip some because I feel like they were repeated or I already answered it. I just want to say thank you so much to everyone. If you want to support us, you could go to the link below, and that one is 100% donations. So when I say support the show, I mean support us to give back to society, to the community, to organizations that are nonprofit that need it, so if you want to do that, you can. And if you want to support us directly, you can always buy our merch. And most of the proceeds go to organizations like I mentioned earlier, and you'll just be helping us, but all the information will obviously just be there. And I just remember to always look at our stories. We share tons and tons of links, free online links to gain more knowledge, or links to go to do things in person for free, because obviously depending on what you want to pay for, I feel like there's so many things happening that are free, that are amazing, that are great, that will provide a difference to you. And so that's why I do it. So always look at our links. Always look at our stories. Our stories carry a lot. I know sometimes it's all over the place, but hey, that's how No Filters No Fears is. A lot of information. So and remember to always stay fearless, and fearless can look whatever it is to you. going to buy yourself a drink, a coffee, and that gives you anxiety, but you did it. That's fearless. I encourage you all to do that. Do something that makes you uncomfortable, that will be fearless to you. And just share with me. Share what you did on the link and the comments below. And I just want to hear your stories, what you've done, and share all the stories that you feel like I could share here and find more information. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And like I always say, stay fearless, everyone.